Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, a program that has been built on flash, excitement, swagger, even once a goal turnover chain. But the fundamentals of this program, substance. We'll have plenty of substance and swagger from the Canes today. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Miami's offense takes the field for the first time today. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
The back goes in motion. Trying play action. Going up top. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. A run for the quarterback. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
So Vanderbilt's offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Touch pass on the run. Dances away again. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll let it go down the right side. And it's caught inside the 20. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Vandy.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
And he breaks into the open. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. He wants to throw. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on 1st down that just goes awry? There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll call for the fair catch here. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Quarterback moving. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Huffman. He looks that one in nicely. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. The Commodores are on the move. It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
Quickly complete. Push down for the tackle.
This receiver is such a weapon. He has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Might as well give it to him again. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that ball is picked off. Never. Cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Line gets set, first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Grabs it in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. From the gun, the running back has it.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. And that pass intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Looking for a man. It's Huffman. Got his man on the right. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Got his man quickly. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Snap it to the back. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown Doors. Getting set for the point after.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14, Miami, 6.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wide open downfield. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese. And speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
Crosses the 30, he's got away. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the red zone, looking for a man. Fires downfield. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Second down coming up. Out of the gun to give to the back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Looking to pass. It's Huffman. Gets it out quickly. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. It might be a good call later on in the game.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Commodores decide to punt it away. Fair catch called for, but a flag is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. To the air on first down. It's complete to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Quarterback checking the play. Dropping back, it's Huffman. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Commodores headed quickly to the line. Comes out throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all.
Vanderbilt 21, Miami 6.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. On the move from inside his spot. And the returner will be brought down.
Miami Hurricanes will take over 1st and 10.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the shotgun, the inside give. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
No gain on the play.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific start from there in beautiful Miami Gardens. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
And the Hurricanes will kick it off to start the second half. Fair catch called for and made. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Got his man on the outside. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
The great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And the Commodores will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it, trying to get to it. Swings it out to his running back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. This offense has a 2nd down play.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are, and I can't let...
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play. And when I talk about Miami linebackers, it is a bit of a sore subject for me. We played against the Canes in the Sugar Bowl my senior year. In college, I got hit multiple times by multiple Miami linebackers and spent multiple days in an ice tub post-game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Commodores will call on their punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Wide out in motion. On 2nd down, looking to throw. He's got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this.
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Swings it out to the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Commodores line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll pull it down and run. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down. He tried to get it on his own. And the Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He gets a block. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. And on second down for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Huffman. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Commodores send out the punt unit. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. He's got it on the right. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's looking for a man on second down. And it's his 4th interception of the night. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Finds his target down the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Huffman. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Fast motion from the offense. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
He caught it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be king too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Direct snap. Touchdown, Commodores! And the punishment has been extended.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. After throwing this drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Fires to the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit. Pass coverage.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing it. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Wants to throw on first down. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there and they're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the 4th quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game is over. That's a great individual effort on that end.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Fires into the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Hurricane! That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
He's down here. He does a lot of blocking. You play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the ball. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost a race.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here. Just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Huffman. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He's got his man. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gets it out fast. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looks as if they'll stay aggressive here. They go 5 wide on 2nd and 3. The aerial assault continues. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll go with a direct snap. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Commodores are flying down the field. Quarterback will audible. He wants to throw. It's complete on the right side.
Hey, man, I played with Tiki Barber in the Giants, Frank Gore in the 49ers, LaDainian Tomlinson in the Senior Bowl. These guys wanted to catch passes in our offense. Even though they knew sometimes they were the 3rd or 4th read in the progression, they were hoping I was going to throw them a football. And it is so nice as a quarterback to know that you've got running backs like that want to be involved in the passing game.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 1st down, 10 yards to go. He's going to pass. Using the quick game. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They want that clock to run. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking downfield, it's Huffman. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Here comes the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. It is good! And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by 5 over Northern Illinois. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for... Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking.
He'll take the deep shot. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Francis. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And this is hauled in at the 20-yard line. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Got it on the outside, it's Penn. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. 5 wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Now on the move. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Now on 2nd and goal. Quarterback sneak trying to get a push. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. After this, it'll be a wrap. Pushes ahead. Touchdown, Vandy. And the pummeling has started. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to move it through the air. He'll take a shot. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.